Welcome to Larry the Alchemist, and welcome to another edition of my vinyl grabs, vinyl hauls. These are the latest, most recent vinyl records that I've bought. I even have some cassettes in here, but I'll get to that when I get there. I've bought a lot of stuff. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I've just bought a lot of stuff, some of it out in the wild in store, some of it ordering online. So let's just jump right into this. Okay. Raven, Mad. This is an EP. I actually ordered a record from somebody. I wish I could remember what the guy's name was off of eBay, I think, or Discogs. And he just threw this in for free. So I thought that was really cool because I don't have this. So, okay. Candlemass, Nemesis, Tales of Creation. This is a limited edition thing here. It's got the OB strip on it. It's got the back there. It comes with this little booklet, which is pretty cool. These are like demos before Candlemass, when the band was called Nemesis. The demos for what would land up on the Tales of Creation record. And this one is, where's the opening here? Blue vinyl. So that's pretty cool. These are very limited to, I think there were only 30 of them made. Next, Beowulf. What is the name of this? I can't. Slice of Life. It's weird because it has written underneath there. I don't know if you can see that. It says High Energy Rock, which is that is not the name of the record. The name of the record is Slice of Life. This is kind of early 80s, 1980, and it's just great, heavy, traditional metal. Like I got this off of Discogs just doing some research. Great album. I'm not sure where these guys are from. It's got an NWO BHM vibe to it. The label is what does this say? Something Rhythm, Harrow. I can't read what it says on the thing there. But that's the label. Horrorfin or something. I don't know. I can't read the label. So, but this was a really cool find. Sometimes I like to do research and just try to dig up bands. And I didn't pay a lot for this either. And it's basically in almost mint condition. So, all right, I'll put that back later. Okay, next. Got this one kind of cheap. I think I got it off of eBay. Tyranny. I have a soft spot for these bands that have sort of a keyboardy thing to them, and it looks really kind of glammy, but there's actually moments on here where it sounds a little bit like Queensryche, but then there's other moments like Rock of the World and stuff like that where it's just sort of straight ahead keyboard rock. What is this label? JCI, I think is what it says for the label. Okay. Next, I might have shown this one already. I can't remember. I got this at a record show. Leather Nun. They're a Florida band from Jacksonville. It's a reissue. I usually try to find originals, but this is a good example of why I would get a reissue, because they only released like this album was like a private press or something like that, and it's like $500 for a copy on Discogs, and I ain't paying that. So I got this at a record show, and I got it for a really good price. The guy gave me a good price on them. So cool traditional metal, very 80s. So yep, I love this kind of stuff. I think I showed this in another video. I think the video was why I'm not into new music. Newer bands. Acrofet, Faded Glory. This is like 1990, I think. Can't see on the thing. Thrash. Wish the record was a little bit cleaner. It's slightly noisy, but it was a good price. I managed to clean it up with my record cleaning machine pretty well. Destiny. This is Swedish band. Nothing Left to Fear. It came with this Music for Nations like booklet, other things on their label. This is Archive. Yeah, distributed through Music for Nations. Kind of, power metal-ish, early power metal-ish, traditional metal, clean vocals, all that kind of stuff. Cool stuff. Okay, here's another example of an original copy of this is going to run you hundreds, if not $1,000. Fortress. What is the name of this? I think it's just self-titled. And but it's on Diabolic Night Records. It's just a reissue of this, but traditional metal, early 80s. And I think they only released like a demo or this album and like an independent thing. And now it's been reissued. So I got it for $20. Couldn't pass that up. This is an interesting one, Leviathan. I actually haven't listened to this yet. It's on MACH Records. It's got this. I hate when record stores put this sealed. I understand why they do it because it probably keeps it safer and keeps the dust out, but I'm not going to try to open it up. This is kind of like sort of prog-ish 70s stuff. Couldn't turn it down for... Oh, this one was $30. I don't think I paid $30 for it. The guy gave it to me for less than that. Okay, don't normally do this, but this is a super expensive record, and it's never been reissued to my knowledge, or if it has, it's impossible to find. Originals are super expensive. So this is actually a bootleg, an unofficial release. This is Swedish traditional metal, Perula. If you're out there, I know he loves this band. It's my Swedish friend that he's been on the show a few times. So couldn't find an original. Saw this for $20. Couldn't pass it up because it's cool traditional metal. Might have shown this one already. Havoc, the Grip. This one's it's got the sealed thing on it, so I'll just show the front. Traditional metal, Queensryche maybe. Samurai, Sacred Blade, new wave of British heavy metal. Ebony, this one's on Ebony. It's also got the sealed thing, so I'm not going to open it up. Dirty Tricks, Hit and Run, 70s heavy rock. I got this because I used to be in a band that was called Dirty Tricks, although it was spelt differently. So I just got this for fun, but it's cool. I've heard it. It's heavy rock. I wouldn't call it metal. Dark Store, if I remember correctly, this is kind of like new wave of British heavy metal vibe stuff. This is on Avatar Records. You can see that there. Can't remember where I got this from. I think I got this at the record show where I got the Leather Nun. All right, here's another one that I believe is not an official release. I think it even says no. I can't remember if this is an official thing. Kraken, really old school metal. This is like demos and stuff like the LP demo. I don't think this is a bootleg. I think this is a real thing, and it's on blue vinyl. Yeah, this is really cool. It's a lo-fi, but I like that kind of stuff, and it was, I think I paid like $15. Yeah, get it later. $15 for that. Okay, Beneath the Surface. I was in, where the heck was I? Tallahassee or something? And I saw this in a record store. Traditional metal. Not sure what year this is from. This is another JCI. 87, if my eyes are seeing that correctly. Okay. And this one I found in a comic book shop. Never overlooked, like it was like a collectible comic book place. Executioner, Break the Silence. This is Thrashley. This is Seth Putman, I believe. He went on to do other things, shall we say, other bands. Is his name on here? Yeah, Seth Putman. Bass guitar, backing vocals. He's not even a singer, but he went on to be a singer in kind of a controversial band. I'll let you figure that out. Okay, I've been helping Tim Derling. He's doing a Night Ranger book, and I talked about some of the records, so I've been on a real Night Ranger kick. I already had this, but it was really noisy, so I saw it for a good price. Basically mint condition. Had to get it. I like that back cover with the lights and everything. Been on a real Venom kick lately too, and I wanted to fill out the Venom albums that I don't have. This is Possessed. I like the back cover. I should have made the back cover the front cover. I don't like this front cover on Combat Records. I've got a soft spot for 80s melodic rock, and I saw this for a good price. Really good condition. What did I pay for this? $9.50. Just couldn't turn it down. It's fun. Sometimes I'm in the mood for this kind of stuff. Hellcats. This is the guitar player that was in the band Stars. I forget his name, but this was like his band. You can see the label through there. 70s, early 80s melodic rock. April Wine. I don't have this one. Saw it. Good price. It was like $9 or something. This has Roller on it, which is a song I like, so I grabbed this one. Capitol Records. More Night Ranger. Big Life. Like I said, I like the synthy, keyboardy stuff. Cover. I didn't pay $28 for this. This is from another. This is actually the sleeve for that Acrofet record. Yeah, but I don't know. I just like keyboardy melodic rock. The Police, Regatta de Blanc. I already had a copy of this, but it was really noisy, so I came across a good copy of this and grabbed it. I'm a big fan of The Police. I love Sting's voice and songwriting. More 80s melodic rock. I've kind of been on this kick. There's a Foreigner, same place where I got this and the Loverboy at an antique shop, antique mall near where I live, and a guy had a booth with like baseball cards and stuff, but he had a small box with records, and he had that Loverboy record, and he had this Pat Benatar record. So I didn't want to turn it up. He also had Foreigner 4, but I couldn't remember if I had that or not, so I waited, but I'm going to go back and get that. All right, like I said, I've been on a Venom kick, and I wanted to sort of finish out the albums that I didn't have from the classic lineup. So At War with Satan, Venom, this is on Combat. All right, I had a copy of this, but it was super noisy, so I wanted to upgrade. And ZZ Top's first album. This is actually kind of hard to find, this record. I very rarely see it out in the wild, but I love 70s ZZ Top. This is like not an original. This is like a 72nd pressing, like 77, 78, which I'm totally fine with, just as long as it isn't a modern digital thing. Okay, this was one I wanted a cleaner copy, came across it and grabbed it. LA Woman. I do have another copy of this, but this one doesn't have, some of them have like a yellow, what would you call it, like plastic screen like thing on it. This one doesn't have that. All right, this is a lesson to be learned. I bought this, and the guy was kind of vague about the quality. I got it. It's noisy. I'm really disappointed. And he doesn't take returns. And I don't have this. I was surprised that I didn't have this, but I'm going to probably sell this. If you want it, send me a message. I could sell it to you, but it is kind of noisy. All right, I mentioned cassettes. So I don't collect cassettes, but I've decided that I have an old cassette player that I started hooked up to my stereo, started using it. Don't really have many cassettes, but the cassettes that I'm going to buy are ones that are not available on vinyl, or they're super expensive. So for example, here I have Badlands Voodoo Highway. I don't even know what to show when you're showing a cassette. This was released, I think, like 90. I can't see the year on it, but it's super expensive to get a vinyl copy of this. It's never been reissued. It's like $200 or $300 for a vinyl copy. So I saw the cassette for $10 and I grabbed it. And I did the same thing with this. Again, I'm on a Night Ranger kick. Night Ranger live in Japan. This has never been issued on vinyl. So I always like some of these cassettes a little bit later on. And they had fold outs and stuff like that. The Badlands cassette is the same thing. So as far as cassettes, it's not something I'm going to be really getting too into, but if it's something that I can't get, on vinyl because it's too expensive, or maybe like in this case too expensive, or in this case never been issued on vinyl. So all right, there you go. That was a real massive vinyl haul. I actually also have Metallica's Lux Eterna in 72 Seasons, sorry, in the mail, but I didn't. It got delayed or something. It's like, I'm not waiting any longer. These records have been sitting here. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Let me know if you guys have some of these records. Let me know what you think. Maybe what you think if you guys, anybody collect cassettes out there. I'm actually going to be doing a cassette video with Tim Derling in the next week or two. But all right, there you go. My latest vinyl grabs, my latest vinyl haul. So let me know what you think down below. Hit like and subscribe. Till we see you again. Make sure you stay heavy, stay metal.